Today we are here at the top of the world in Moab to find out which midsize sport truck is best. Our 2025 Toyota Tacoma TRD Off-Road or the TFL GMC Canyon AT4X. That's coming up right now on Driving Sports TV. Welcome to the Top of the World Trail here in Moab, Utah. This is a challenging 10-mile track that climbs 3,000 feet for an epic finale. That is, if we even make it. Today, I'll be driving the Toyota Tacoma that we bought for the channel just a couple months ago. And joining me is Tommy with their GMC Canyon AT4X.
You can watch the perspective of the GMC Canyon over at TFL Off-Road.
And you'll be riding along with me in the Tacoma right here on Driving Sports TV. But here's the fun fact about these two trucks. If you actually look at these two trucks face value, brand new from the dealer, they are both priced at just a couple $100 less than $58,000, which I find remarkable. GMC Canyon AT4X with both a front and rear locker, Toyota Tacoma with just a rear locker, but it does have a locker. And of course, we have Toyota's awesome traction control systems. How are the traction control systems in the Canyon?
You know, they're pretty good, dude, but I think the thing that's going to be the deciding factor are red tow hooks, baby.
Oh, that's true. You got me there. Oh, I have red recovery hooks in the back.
Okay, well.
Ha!
Whatever.
Wait, how are your back recovery hooks?
I got a shackle back there.
You'll be
good.
fine.
We're good. Our GMC Canyon AT4X features a turbo 4-cylinder making a peak 310 horsepower and 430 pound-feet of torque. In addition to 2 high, 4 high, and 4 low, it features an auto setting, so I don't have to worry about picking a mode in normal driving. Both front and rear locking differentials are standard in the AT4X, plus this has the premium package, so it has a fancy interior.
Our 2025 Toyota Tacoma has the iForce Max hybrid powertrain. This features a 2.4-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine combined with an electric motor located inside the 8-speed transmission. Altogether, it has a peak output of 326 horsepower and 465 pound-feet of torque. We have added a number of upgrades to this Tacoma for more extensive overland adventures, like a steel bumper with hidden winch, a full ARB bed rack, and of course, more underbody protection. But the suspension and ground clearance are still 100% stock as it comes from the factory.
So Ryan, does your Tacoma have an auto setting for the 4-wheel drive?
No, it is 4 high, 4 low, and 2-wheel drive only. However, I do have the premium package, so I have both heated and cooled seats, which will be very useful today in the hot weather we're expecting, and I have the glorious 14-inch display in the middle, which is fantastic for music, for maps, and that does bring me to my sponsor of this video, Onyx Off-Road. We love Onyx Off-Road for planning our off-road adventures. Which trails to drive? How hard are they? Are they even open? Onyx Off-Road provides all that information in addition to tools to help plan and organize your next adventure. Have you watched one of our mini road trip videos? We use Onyx Off-Road to plan and navigate every adventure. And right now you can get 20% off your premium or elite membership to Onyx Off-Road with the code DSTV. That's of course an abbreviation for Driving Sports TV. Look for the link in the video description below or click this QR code. Of course, if you're interested to learn more about the Top of the World Trail that we're going to be doing today, you can find that information in Onyx Off-Road. So with that, I think it's time to get in these trucks and get this adventure started. Okay, got everything aired down to roughly 16 to 18 PSI, and we're ready to roll out. Okay, Tommy, this is gonna be a lot of fun. I've personally never been on this trail. What can we expect?
There's quite a few ledges, there's quite a few big rocks, and I think we'll probably keep your quarter panel looking good this time, but I'm not so sure about that underside.
Well, luckily I've already damaged the underside on this one in a little expedition in Idaho, so I think we'll be okay as far as that goes. And yeah, I'll keep an eye on all quarter panels.
Are you ready to roll?
Let's do it. You lead. You know this better than I do. This is spectacular in here. I love the rock formations. I mean, it's just, the desert is such a different experience for myself because I'm from the Seattle area. We drove down here from Seattle, and this is just unlike anything we have in our area. Yes, we do have high desert in eastern Washington, but it's not quite like this. Everything is just bigger here and rockier, and yeah, maybe we'll even have a little more fun. So far, I am really glad that I aired down because this is a very rough entrance trail. According to Tommy, we have probably about 20-30 minutes maybe of this, I think. And then we'll finally jump onto the fun stuff. Can I refer to your GMC as SpongeBob? Because it's not quite yellow, but it's kind of yellow in some light. These rocks are so cool, you can't help but like make faces in them. You're like looking at them going, is that a face? Is it looking at me? So yesterday, I did go over to the Arches National Park, which is of course just right outside of Moab, and I do highly recommend going if you've never been. They really did save the best parts of this area for that one park. And the hikes are pretty easy. Yeah, very much worth it. Even though it was 104 degrees yesterday, I'd totally do it again. But this is also very cool. I can't wait till we actually start doing something interesting. Now, in terms of equipment for recovery, if there's any issues, obviously now we have a winch installed on this truck. It is using the DV8 12K, and haven't had a chance to use it yet, thankfully, but if we do need it, it is an option. I also have a high lift jack. I don't know about the GMC, but on this Tacoma, I have high lift jack points built into the truck in the back, and on the sides, these skid rails are actually rated for a high lift jack. They specifically tell you where you can use a farm jack on the instructions for the install, which is pretty neat. Now we do start at about 4,000 feet, and we're already starting in pretty thin air. This is where something like the turbo in the GMC or the turbo hybrid in this truck really excels, because that turbo will compensate for the lack of air pressure. You have a standard V8 or V6 or heck even 4-cylinder, you're going to be way down on power at these altitudes. Now, in terms of the shock game, yes, the DSSVs on the GMC are a much fancier design than the Bilsteins with the piggyback reservoirs that we get on this TRD Off-Road. That said, I do know from my own experience that the DSSVs are a little bit on the stiff side. I imagine those guys are bouncing around in their cabin a little bit more than we are right now. So far, no problem with ground clearance. How are you guys doing up there?
Scraping all over. No, we're good. So we're about to go right here. We're coming to a T, and then I think we can go to low range and we'll start looking for some fun shots.
Yeah, I could tell that we were going to take a T here. Do you know how? Because I'm running OnX Off-Road. It's great for maps, especially on this 14-inch display. How big's your display?
Not 14. You don't need 14, Ryan. That's too much.
Insert Michael Scott comment here. Okay, well, I found my breakover angle. 'Tis but a scratch. He did say this is where we switch into 4 low, so I should have taken that more seriously. Neutral, go to 4 low. Here we go.
Let's see what's going on here.
Let's hop out and check it. So let's see what we got here. We're doing this. Do you have a front camera, right?
I got it.
So the first feature here is actually pretty easy. It's just a little bit of a step down. I'm gonna back out to let Tommy do it. It's just our little break-in. We do have to look out for this rock though, so we're gonna steer around that. Oh, you're not gonna do the drop?
Oh, Ryan, we got plenty of drops coming, my friend.
Oh, I'm gonna do this one. So I do have a camera system here, thankfully, which will help me kind of take a look at what we have going on. I'm gonna watch my left. We got the right. Listen for those rock sliders hitting. I think we'll be okay. No problem. Then we go left and out. Okay, I think that's a 1 for me and a 0 for you, since I did one and you didn't.
Oh, come on, dude. All right, I'll give you that one.
So, 1 for me, 0 for you.
I didn't even see an obstacle there, Ryan.
What?
All right, I'll give you.
You went on the walk around, so that counts.
You get your 1.
Okay,
All right.
thank you, thank
Get
you.
your 1.
Didn't you say your dad broke a Wrangler on this trail?
No, he almost rolled a Wrangler on this.
Oh, okay, that's much better. We're not gonna roll today. The wheelbase on this truck's just a little bit over 131 inches. So obviously it's gonna be longer than what I'm used to driving, since I've done a lot more of this type of stuff with the Land Cruiser, and that has a 112-inch wheelbase. And yeah, the breakover can make all the difference. It's like there's these little seals, they look fine, but then there's nothing on the other side and you just drop. So not what I am used to. So Tommy, if you could take any vehicle on this thing that is a production vehicle and is not a side-by-side, which one would you take?
I mean, I think for me it would be it'd probably be a 2-door Wrangler or a Bronco. Looks like we got a little T in the road here.
Oh.
Let's go check out the hard stuff and then we'll analyze.
Sounds good.
All right, guys, so we started the trails, dirt road. We had a first little obstacle. Ryan, I'll give you the point on that first one.
Thank you.
He took the harder line, but now we're here at this kind of left-right choice. This is the main trail. We got the bypass. Got a pretty good sized ledge here, though.
That's not a ledge, that's a cliff.
With some clever line placement, we might be able to get the canyon up the left side and then kind of scrape it up the rock. So I'll give it a go.
Okay, I think that sounds like a good plan. I will stand back and watch you and see what you do.
Let's see how she does.
Yep. Okay, I'm not used to sills. Sills are new to me. So I have done obviously Moab in the past, but I haven't done it in a truck with this long of a wheelbase. So it's going to be interesting. I'm going to turn on MTS and we're going to go to rock. So that'll give me the most amount of braking tech.
So Ryan, we got this little rock right here, and that's where I put my passenger side tires, like a little marker. All right, slow, we got stop. We got another 3 inches. Let's see if we clear it. You're still good, still good. All right, yep, you just cleared it. You're gonna climb on the driver's side.
Okay.
Okay, crawl slow, slow, stop. Oh yeah, I think you're just gonna clear it. So just inch it up. To climb here on the right. Yep, climbing up. Here comes the front end. Nice.
Go as far as I can before cutting.
Yeah, start coming a little passenger. Alright, stop.
I think my breakover is worse than yours.
I think your breakover is worse than ours. Yeah, you can try coming more,
yeah.
Driver. When you're backing off this thing, I'm going to reposition a couple rocks. So just back up another foot and then stop, and I'm going to crawl underneath. You're good. Just go straight back and turn the wheel a little passenger.
More passenger.
There you go. Nice. Okay, nice and slow. You got 3 inches. You're going to start descending.
I was going to reset and try going up this rock up here. Oh.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. Problem is, if you go any higher on this front end, you've got this dip over here.
Yeah, that sucks. Okay.
So I think it's time to take the bypass, right?
Ah.
Not quite ready to take the bypass, I did attempt one more line first.
I'm already rubbing. It's gonna be a long day. We're gonna lift, but we're not gonna lift enough. And then once I get over, it's too long. Okay,
All right, dude.
I'll give you this one.
1-1.
1-1. Yep, it's the exit of shame as we go up the alternate route, the bypass. Oh well. As we determined when we took this out in Idaho a couple days ago, this truck could do with a couple extra inches. It has nothing wrong with it that 2 inches and 35s won't fix. Of course, Tommy's on 33s today also, so we have no advantage in terms of tire size. Basically everything else in terms of geometry, they're kind of doing better than we are. Be sure to get a good angle on my walk of shame here.
Oh, it's all in good fun. Getting a good angle on that sick light bar, though.
I mean, I do look good at least. So I went ahead and turned off the rear locker because we're doing a lot of twisty stuff around here, and with MTS I still get kind of that, that brake vectoring system to kick in if I do need a little bit of assist, because this isn't obviously that hard right now. These sills, even here, are kind of crazy. It's like you just got to be careful. You don't know what's like around the next one. How far is that little ledge on the other side? It doesn't look big, but then thunk, it happens. So here's the thing about underbody protection. Don't be afraid to use it. You just hope that what you're hitting actually does have protection. So I do want to point out, I did not build this truck to be a rock crawler. And that alone might be why I'm kind of hesitant on automatically adding 2 extra inches of lift and going to 35s. It's because this is not the kind of stuff that I do all the time. I kind of want this to be a little bit more of an overlanding style machine. So, I mean, I go massive distances on freeways and highways. So I want something to still be comfortable and to get, fairly reasonable economy in the process. Now, does this truck get good economy right now? No, not really. But, for what it's doing, I'd say it's quite good. We did reset our trip meters and our MPG calculators at the early part of the trail, and we're going to see which one of us gets the better MPGs when we get to the top. Did hybrid give us an advantage? I don't know. Now, if you notice, we are climbing this entire time. So this is going to be the worst MPGs you probably will ever see on a Tacoma. Obviously, so far grip has not been a problem at all. These KO3s seem to provide plenty of it for this kind of a trail. But grip is just something that I just don't have as a major issue here out at Moab. Let's go, yeah. I'd like to take the line on the right, but I'm gonna have to take the easier line, I think. Otherwise, we're just gonna high center. Let's be realistic about what this truck can do. I really am enjoying the sections in between the ledgy parts. And even if you take the alternate routes, this is actually a really nice outing. It really is. Now, granted, you're not going to take like a Honda CR-V up here. Yes, I see you in the comments section. You're going to be like, I can take a CR-V up here. No, you can't. Trust me. If you do, send me the video, as always. I think I'm going to go to the right over here. Oh, turn off that rear locker, don't need it now. There's two schools of thought on the rear lockers. One, somebody says, you come up to a trail, just turn it on, leave it on the whole time. Nobody cares about the little skittering around the corners. And I agree with them. And then there's also the school of thought, turn it off while you don't need it. And I agree with them too. I'm kind of pragmatic about it, as you can tell. Today, I feel like turning it off on the main stretches, and that's okay. Anybody who says that you don't need air-conditioned seats in an off-roader have never been to Moab in the summertime. Okay, gonna go ahead and turn on my rear locker.
Nice.
So Tommy's gonna try the left line. He's got quite a sill there. Oh, he's doing that line. Maybe I should give it a try. Oh man, that breakover, he's got so much better breakover. You know, I think I'm gonna try the same line. And I don't think I'm gonna have the clearance, but I'm gonna give it a try anyway.
That's the super stick. They're like 2 feet from it. Alright, now the back to the climb down. Okay, let's clear that control arm in the back, nice and slow.
You were so close to this control arm. That's where I was like, I don't know, we'll see.
Let's see. Crawl it, crawl it. Oh, you cleared it.
Yes! I had no doubts. Of course, when you're doing off-roading in Moab, it's not really about how many rocks you climb over. It's the friends you make along the way. Little rub there. Okay, so Tommy went down right here. Apparently there's a ledge. From behind this looks super sketchy, but it's not that bad.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh. So that was so close. I do have concerns because I know his approach angle is better than mine and he used all of it. So I'll do the approach first. If I need to throw a rock or two under, I think we'll be good. I'm actually a little bit more concerned with coming down. We'll see.
Good. Okay, that's good.
Now we're gonna hit the back.
Nice and slow. Let's see.
Yeah.
You got the clearance on that control arm. So far, so good.
Oh yeah, easy.
Nice.
You thought you had me.
I thought
To be fair, I thought I had me too. I was a little concerned about that approach, but it wasn't as bad as I thought.
Nice
So
work.
cool, thank you. Oh yeah. Smooth like butter.
Right where I'm standing.
So far, not having a front locker hasn't really been a problem. MTS does an excellent job of lifting me up and over the things that I need with the front wheels, and of course, the rear locker pushes me up and over. So it's really a great combination. One thing that I really love is this camera system. You can see both front and rear wheels, so you can see what's approaching. Actually, overall, loving this Tacoma. And then we're gonna climb with the right. No problem. We're gonna hit that back control arm. Nope, we're good.
As we continued on, the top of the world trail was relentless. The ledges got steeper and the bypasses became less regular.
Clear so far.
Go a little slow. Oh, I got it.
Oh, bummer. Okay, stop. You just try to
Yeah.
a little more. Yeah, toward me.
It scratches when you don't think it will, and it doesn't when you know it will.
Yeah, it's looking great. Why, baby?
Yeah, no problem.
All right, cool.
Seriously, if you're going to do this trail with your own rig, I would really recommend 35-inch tires or at least a 2-inch lift.
Got it.
Diaper earlier?
Yeah, I got a diff diaper.
Diff diaper.
Yeah.
Good thing you had
Happy
it.
to have it, yeah. Otherwise we'd have pieces of diff everywhere or
Diff
something.
bits.
Diff bits. You know the motto, when in doubt, throttle out. Actually, that's supposed to be for cornering, but you know, whatever. Works on rocks too, sometimes. I think he should have gone a little more left. I think he's gonna bottom out. But man, the clearances on that do surprise me. Wow, that's pretty good. Interesting. Nice choice of words.
Though we were trying to avoid stacking rocks, eventually it did become a necessity for the Tacoma, as its stock geometry just held it back from completing the same lines as the GMC AT4X.
Oh yeah. On other trails, I do use it.
Feels like we're
That
lifting.
climb at the beginning, I use the front locker.
Okay. Maybe that was what we needed.
Though we did modify our Tacoma, we didn't touch anything that would improve clearance or the approach angle. Our Addictive Desert Design stealth bumper, along with the steel skid plate, did improve durability of the front, however, and we were using it to its full capability.
So far, I mean, the truck is holding up great. I especially am really impressed with the front bumper here. I mean, we've given it a ton of abuse. Fairlead has taken a ton of hits, and it just keeps on looking great. So, solid equipment. The abuse continues. Control arm again. Okay, there we go. Not too, and the drop. Yeah, that's a drop. Down on the rail. That's what they're for. Woo! Yes, no problem.
If anybody had any doubts as to the durability of this new Tacoma, it took hit after hit, and it never flinched.
Impressive. This, I believe, is going to be one of the harder bits before the final, before we get to the edge here. Let's see how we do.
Yep. Looking good. Here's the bumper. Yep. I want straight on. I'm going to come straight toward me.
Oh, no, wait. I can see in the rear.
Yeah,
There.
perfect.
I can see on the camera that I had to clear that rear piece. No problem. Okay, I think that was the last of the really, really hard things. So I think we're through. I think we have made it. Well, this has been an epic drive. I have to admit though, the AT4X, I think it did better.
Yeah, I mean, I think that from a drama standpoint, the Tacoma sounded cooler going up some of those rocks, but from a sheer just capability standpoint, the GMC kind of ruled today.
It kind of did, yeah. It's basically, if you look at the underside of the GMC, you can tell that like everything is just tucked up in underneath the vehicle. There's no things hanging down that are gonna snag quite so much as what we have with the Tacoma. That said, the Tacoma looks better.
Yeah.
This is a solid looking truck.
Yeah, from a look standpoint, it's awesome.
But it's not just about being easy on the eyes. We're building this truck for long-distance overland adventures, not necessarily rock crawling like what you would find on most of the trails here in Moab. To learn more about the detailed modifications we made to this truck, you can now watch our video taking this through Idaho's Lost Trail with the guys from Outdoor Auto. And in the next video in this series, we're going to be driving this truck all the way from Moab back to Seattle, with a little camping in Idaho. Here in Moab, on the second half of the trail, I did complete all the same routes as the GMC, effectively making this a draw in terms of points. But I think we all know who really won. And it wasn't the Toyota Tacoma.
So the trail was long, it was hard. We talked about MPGs, but I noticed something along the way while we were driving up here. Every time we would get out and evaluate or had a snack or something like that, you would turn off your truck.
Yeah.
And that affects the MPG calculators. So mine was going the whole time, yours was not. So our MPG calculations, yeah, those we can just throw those out the window. I mean, basically, you're getting about 2.5 MPGs. That seems about fair, right?
Yeah. Although, Ryan, I will say, if your truck was a little faster, I wouldn't have to turn mine off. Just saying. Just saying.
Fair point.
No, so yeah, I got about 2.1, 2.2 is what it's saying.
Yeah, I think it's all just in there, you know. The one thing that is good about the hybrid here is that electric power that you get. You have instant power, which is really nice.
Yeah.
Although obviously just being a 4-cylinder with a turbo didn't seem to hurt you at all today.
No, yeah, and like I think, you know, tires, same size tire, even though you're running a KO3.
Yep.
So far, we're not down yet. We don't have any punctures, but we're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
And, you know, both are on 17-inch wheels. So it's, from a tire standpoint, size-wise, it's pretty apples to apples.
Yeah, I think it was pretty much an apples to apples comparison when you come down to just what we actually have here. Yes, I have all these accessories, but as we saw, I kept running into the fairlead. But props to Deviate for an indestructible fairlead, because it took the brunt of the truck several times.
Yeah.
So I want to thank TFL Off-Road for coming out. Thanks so much. And you can see their review with the GMC perspective on
TFL Off-Road.
On YouTube.
On YouTube. Go to YouTube. Subscribe, everybody.
And of course, if you're watching this, well, you've already watched this. Now go watch their videos. For Driving Sports TV, I'm Ryan Douthit.
And Tommy Micah.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you again right here real soon.
Woo!